Alrighty. Looks like everything is up and running. Welcome everyone, I'm $3. And honestly, it probably, 13 Sentinels has been running for a fair bit now, but I'm going to be honest, there's going to be just a lot more story for this stream. Just like a lot more. Mainly because some of the characters are really, really close to completion mode. I mean, this one here, we still can't even get to Himawari Ward. We do need to finish one of Juro Kurabe's events. Maybe that's even 100% on Juro Kurabe. So we do have to hit up the Remembrance section. It's nice though, seeing that nice, beautiful green cleared menu. I will be honest though, time to start focusing on some of the other characters first. Tomi Kisaragi's pretty close. But then I think if I have to unlock more of Natsuno Minami's story, just so I can poke around at some of the other characters. Hopefully, we can get 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 of these characters to 100%. But more than likely, 3 is going to be the estimated number. Oh, we're back here after returning.
In the far off.
Okay, so that's still the same.
Megumi. Were they planning on fighting those things? Shiki.
Okay.
Usami-chan.
Wait.
I've been meaning to tell you.
Miwako.
Cafe with some amazing-looking cakes.
What are you doing
Shall
here,
we go there
Miwako?
after school?
That's the same thing you said before we left.
You've been acting strange today.
Huh. I thought Miwako got the big old Delito. Not sure what exactly happened there.
Oh yeah, we went way deep underground. You were freaking out. You've got to remember that, right?
Underground? You mean the downstairs food court at the mall?
No. We went to the ruined future.
Huh.
You really don't remember?
You said that this morning, too. I've never heard of Ruined Future. What kind of shop is it?
Yeah, no. Something's going on with Miwako, but Miwako unfortunately is not the same Miwako that we know.
She doesn't remember a thing about what just happened. That's not something you can just forget. It's more like her memories were rewritten, as if she never went there at all. The school marked us absent those days, but she's acting like she's been here the whole time.
Yeah, something?
It's crazy. Did that underground computer do this?
Yeah, because we went back from Sector 3 into Sector...
I'm glad you remember
Sector 4.
at least. Miwako has no memory of the whole ordeal. To her, it's like nothing ever happened. And Shinonome-senpai, she doesn't even remember my face.
So that's what Sekigahara meant about being managed. Damn.
If that's true, then everyone here's in the same boat, right?
Huh.
My mom, the people of my city, maybe they're all hidden somewhere, being monitored. It all comes down to that underground computer. I bet it has the answers. I'm gonna go back there.
What? Dude, are you crazy? The place is crawling with androids.
I'm pretty good at hiding.
Wait, you want to go back to
Dumbass,
2025?
You'll die.
Huh.
Besides,
Okay.
how the hell do you plan on getting there?
Because from Shu Amaguchi's story, at the completion of Shu's story, Shu meets up with Natsuno Minami in 2025, but they're trying to get to 1985, so Sector 3 to Sector 4, because Yuki is basically being held at gunpoint. And so is Shinonome, effectively.
If we use the gate again, we can
So I wonder
return
what
to
the
that
actual
era.
endpoint
Do you
time is.
even
Maybe
know
everyone
how?
has to assemble, like,
Uh,
you know, Power Rangers assemble style thing
I don't
in
think Morimura would
1985.
be much help. And Shinonome senpai, she was looking at me real suspiciously. Oh, I know, Sekigahara-kun. I'll find him and
Calm down. Just think about it for a sec. You really want to mess with that thing? Shit's dangerous. And you know, if you get stranded again, you might be stuck for good.
I guess when you put it like that, maybe you've got a point. I should slow down and think a little. But still, now that I think about it, why do you care? Don't tell me. You're worried about me that much?
I want him just to say
Am I
yes.
really that
I
important
really
to you?
just want him straight up to say
Oh,
yes.
Shut up.
Oh, well, it's got the blushing going on.
Go ahead and die for all I care. It's just, I'd feel pretty shitty being the one who let you do it.
So that's how it is. So what? You want me to just sit on my ass until something happens?
I get it, alright? We'll think of something together.
Okay, that's
Just
about as
don't
close
go
as you can
rushing
get
off on
there
your
to a...
own.
You know, about as close as you can get. Huh.
Well, look what we got here.
Wajima's here?
Ogata, most punchable
This is sort of
face in the
looping back to
city.
Nenji Ogata's story.
I think it's about time we settled our
Yeah,
shit.
it's this little interaction is looping back to the start of
Hey
Nenji
now!
Ogata's
Come on,
loop
you're
sequence
fighting
at the
again?
start of his story.
Stop that!
Hey, stay out of this, idiot.
What do we got here? Don't tell me this little bitch is your girl.
Yeah, and then she throws down, beats
Didn't
up
know you
all of
were
them.
into elementary schoolers.
I can't remember if they go leave the
That's
station and that's when the
messed up,
kaiju
man.
attack.
The hell did you just say? You want to say that again?
It-
Say it to my face.
It means placing this sequence here at like 75% of Tomi Kisaragi's story.
Hey, stop it!
Not 100% sure
That's
then
only a taste
if that
of what you
loops right into the
deserve,
start of Nenji Ogata's
asshole.
story.
Train's already here.
Hold on, is he going to stop us from getting on the train? Or is he going to try and jump on the train?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, so we go here, get in.
I can't keep waiting around like this.
Does
We'll think of
Nenji
something together. Yeah, right.
does Nenji jump on the
Word next
train
time,
here?
dummy.
Okay, it's playing out a little differently. That was very different though from the time loop in
Another
Nenji Ogata's
day,
story.
Another waste of time.
Yeah, so Tokusaka Shrine,
There
which we
has to
know
be
is a
here
gate,
somewhere.
but Tomi Kisaragi shouldn't be able to
Was
activate
it
the
all
gate
just a weird dream?
because it's Morimura who has the access,
Oh, stop it, me. If I start to doubt myself, it's all over.
and then BJ has some
I've got a lot more
access.
investigating to do.
Who else is the other person with access? Yeah, Tsukasa Okino's got access.
When we arrived, the gate was right here. If I stand here, I should be able to go back. At least, that's what I think. But what do I do to get it to show up?
Oh, hello, Martin. Hello. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm trying to figure out what the... Oh, hold on. Prompt key right here.
Maybe there's a somewhere.
Just say, thanks for stopping by. Wait. Oh, who's teleporting? Someone's teleporting here. So it's Okino.
Here we are, 1985. Do you know what you have to do?
That's
If
Hijiyama.
I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd be questioning my sanity.
Hey, if you're doing good, that's
So
alright.
absurd,
That's
my head's
alright.
going to burst.
You can head back and rest up.
Okino.
Don't worry, I won't be going
Implication
anywhere.
here seems to be that
I just
Hijiyama's
need to
traveled.
ensure Chihiro Morimura doesn't
They
find
traveled
out.
backwards in time?
Time to
Maybe,
pull
I don't
a
know.
few tricks on the gate and
Martin,
cover our
this is going to be a
tracks.
pretty laid back
See
stream.
ya.
I'm going to keep things nice and simple. It's going to be a lot of stories, so if you want to
I saw that.
chill and relax, by all means, you're welcome to do so.
Finally found my inn.
You've got a question, go ahead.
So, you there. You seem to be able to access the gate.
Who are you?
Tomi Kisaragi. And you are Okino-kun, a guy who doesn't want to be caught by Morimura, right? Now then, won't you do something for me?
Oh, well, this is actually a pretty good way of getting
you don't
through the
have much of a
gates.
choice.
Makes sense. Blackmail someone who can't get... Someone who's got access, blackmail them. Get yourself in. Oh, we can actually go straight into this. So if I do this, this should be 100%. But yeah. Always open for questions. Unlock that.
Well, well.
Can I guess your watch time on my live streams? I'm going to be honest. Not 100%, no. So this, okay. If it was a European time zone, say, I don't know, UK or France or something along that time slot, if I was at about, say, 3 o'clock in the morning, that could be about afternoon there. This could be one of the American time zones, but I'm not too sure if it would be West Coast or East Coast. And it's one of those things where in Americas there's a huge gap between the time zones. The only other option I'm thinking is that you're actually watching from an Australian time zone, so it's effectively the same time as what I stream. Which could be about as good as a guess as any other. Like, if I have a look at what the West Coast time is in the US, that's like 4:45 in the morning. Or something like that. Although, it could be US. It could be East Coast US. Because that's about close to 7:20 in the evening. So, my more likely guesses is that either you're East Coast America, so it's, you know, you could almost say early evening, or you could be from an Australian time zone, which is the time that you're seeing up on screen. Now, the question is, how close did I get?
In the far-off future.
Okay, none of the keywords have changed.
Shaky
None of the keywords have changed, but there's no one here.
Kaiju Daimos.
Oh wait, we're
They're
listening
showing
in.
it at the theater right now.
Listening to Juro's story?
talking to himself
Okay,
again.
so how long do you last in one of the streams? Like the whole stream or 5 minutes, gets boring, leave the stream? Sometimes your presence varies. I usually can tell based on what's called concurrent viewership. It's one of the statistics that YouTube Live gives. And it's a way to, you know, monitor fluctuations in chat or in viewership. So, for someone who's a bit more of a bigger streamer, being able to view fluctuations in chat is a really good way of finding out what kind of content your viewers might be into. Just give this a quick pause at the moment, actually. So, depending on the game, for example, like, you might be in for a couple of minutes, and that's entirely fine. I don't want any expectations on people who drop in or drop out. And then sometimes you're in for a while, like with Elden Ring. But again, how long you watch is up to you. I'm just here doing my thing. Still, it's always fun having someone to chat with. Okay, we can't talk to Juro here because he's just referencing Daimos. Miwako here, what's going on?
Usami-chan, would you like to get crepes on our way home? I'd love to, but I've kinda got somewhere to be. Okay. Do you need something?
Yeah, Tomi Kisaragi doesn't really interact with Juro Karabe. Yeah, nothing going on here.
Usami-chan, you've been acting strange lately. Are you okay? You seem kind of stressed out. But you're just fine, right? Hey, I'm worried about you. Iori-chan!
Oh, Iori's here.
Shall we go home together? Sorry, I have plans. You too? Sorry,
I wonder what the
Miwa-chan.
plans are.
It's okay. I'll go home by myself. Well, it's about that time. Yeah. I should head out too. See you, Miwa-chan. Bye!
Yeah, and that's entirely fine. Mostly you like it when I play Elden Ring, mystery live streams, other games, mostly boring, so that's entirely fine. And you know what, everyone's got their own preferences. I mean, I myself have my preferences for what I watch, and sometimes I will watch one, when a streamer is doing one particular type of content, I'll watch that stream. But they may also do content that I don't really watch. It's not that interesting. So that is entirely fine if you've got your preferences, and I think that's always a good thing. I think as well this sort of loops back into what I brought up before. I think it was during the Elden Ring stream about, when you're streaming or when someone is streaming, one of the ways they can approach it is to build a niche, that is to play a particular type of game or even one specific game. And they build a niche because people want to watch that game. They get drawn into the game first and then they maybe stick around for the streamer. Now, that's not necessarily for everyone, and especially if you're doing this sort of thing as a hobby, you play the games that you like. You play what you enjoy. I mean, I'm not exactly aiming to crack it into the big market or even the little market at all. I'm just here sort of chilling along, and if someone wants to jump along for part of the ride, more than happy to have you along. But yeah, it's understandable if something like 13 Sentinels isn't enjoyable for you. Hope that you come around though. When you do find something that you do enjoy, come around for that. And, give suggestions. Horror games suggestions, like any other suggestion, I'm always willing to take them on board. Have a look at them. I may not want to play a horror game as much, but I'm not going to say that the suggestions aren't welcome. After all, you did point me towards The Voidness, which was very interesting. I really liked that game. Again, though, I'm not a huge fan of either like really sort of in-your-face gore horror or horror where you can't get a break from the tension. So that's why I don't want to play Dark Deception. There's no break from the horror element. You're always on the move, always running. It's always frenetic. It's fast paced. Actually, it would be kind of funny to see a Sonic the Hedgehog horror game, but I think the closest you get is the Sonic Sonic is Dead game, the one which was the point and click style thing. Interesting concept, that game. What am I supposed to do? I get school bag here.
Miwako doesn't remember a thing.
Little Nightmares. I think I remember that
Maybe
one.
that's for the best.
Let me have a quick look.
Miwako! I'm
Little
heading out.
Nightmares.
See you.
Yeah, I think I remember this one. See, something like Little Nightmares might be interesting. By the looks of it, it's one of those horror games where it's like... hold on, I've got to go leave the classroom.
Miss Morimura forgot them again.
Wait, we're looping back to the start of Juro's story. Oh no, this is Juro's prologue. Yeah, Little Nightmares could be interesting because it's mostly about the platforming elements.
I'm late.
I think it might be similar to something like Limbo. I mean, if you've seen Limbo before, that sort of evokes the same... Well, Little Nightmares evokes the same sort of
There you
thing
are.
as Limbo. The horror element supplements the platforming in that case.
Back at it again with the skirt and wig, huh? What a weirdo.
I just didn't get a chance to change.
Now,
As I said, this is
As
a
for when I
necessary
would-
disguise. Bold words
it's one of
for
those
someone
things
who
where
can't
I
be bothered
kind
to
of
make it here
want to
on
fit it in
time.
depending on time frames.
Sorry,
It depends
sorry.
on
Anyway,
where I've got the slots
you're going
available.
to do this for me, right?
Most of the time, my free slot is Monday, where I mix things up.
Let's go. Get in position.
And Friday is currently Elden Ring, which is taking a lot of time. One thing actually is Saturday's been a little bit different for me for a while. And I'll explain. Prior to what I've been doing with like El Paso Elsewhere and before that as well, I always kept Saturdays as like... Wait, really? Who would shoot Amaguchi?
Kisaragi?
Amiguchi?
Anyway, so Saturdays were typically a challenge, like where I do a game challenge or a challenge run. So, for example, I did Fallout 4 You Only Live Once plus No Merchants challenge. That was quite a long-running challenge, actually. Yeah, Fallout 4, no healing, no life recovery, not allowed to buy anything from shops.
What are you doing here?
I took a bit of a break from challenges in order to try and play some
Whatever.
other games, but I'm tempted
that
to
little
go
cutie?
back towards... Oh, God of War. I'm aware of God of War.
You're a
I do
cutie,
not have a
apparently.
PlayStation console, at least a
I'm not
modern one.
complaining.
Hey, what are you doing? Stay back.
Oh, it's not
You might be
Tsunami
with the black suit guys.
BJ says he
So,
knows
God
that.
of War...
Natsuno?
God of War, well, I technically do have a PS4, but it's nowhere near plugged in. The thing is, God of War on the PC requires a PlayStation login, and that's kind of messy. That's a whole lot of extra work.
Usami! You're here too? Why? This little guy
Yeah, I
over
know.
here.
Okay, so God of
Sekigahara's
War, the
robot?
original. We're not talking about, like, the 2018 God of War, not Ragnarok. I'm gonna have a quick look. I thought God of War, the 2018 version, also had a PlayStation login requirement.
You're Miura. Sekigahara told me.
Let me have a quick look. I'm just having a look at the Steam listing. Publisher. Just checking some of the more recent reviews. God of War doesn't. God of War doesn't. At least far as I can see. So
So you're here to help number 16
it's kind
too?
of balloons. I think you suggested balloons
Sentinel
before at one
number
point in the
17.
past.
So that's how it is. Both 16 and 17 were put into orbit.
Yeah, I think you suggested balloons at one point in the past. I'll think about balloons.
We've briefly gotten a hold of it from here.
Maybe.
But we
God of
don't
War
quite understand what it
2018
is.
might be interesting, but it'd be the sort of game that I'd either play like on a Tuesday or a Friday.
But now...
It won't respond.
But
Not
I'll
even with
think
Kisaragi's
about if I
biometric
want to
ID.
do so.
She's completely inaccessible now.
Oop, hold on, I temporarily lost chat connection there for a second. Not sure what happened. Oh, my chat is mucking up. What is... Hold on. Why is my chat repeatedly disconnecting and reconnecting? Think... might just be a hiccup on the connection.
You wanna know why? Ida did it himself. He shut down her Sentinel.
Ida, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, we're gonna do something here to get back
Authorization?
Miyuki
He
Inaba?
must have used his security authorization to issue the
Yeah.
command.
So there's a
that's
little
what
bit of
happened.
timing about when I play certain games. And for me, I think the part of the approach is trying to keep
Worth a try.
certain themes to certain days. So
Help me
Monday
out.
works really well for short games that either can be completed on the stream or
So why are you here?
can be mixed up
I
in
can't
between
turn
other
down a
games,
cry
like
for
the
help.
mystery streams.
Especially not from the one and only Miyuki Inaba.
Okay, so the last... Did I see your chat? The last chat that I saw was the chat about Bloon TD6.
Miyuki Inaba? You mean that idol?
Yeah, that's the last
Well,
one.
yeah.
If you had typed something
talked to
in
me through
chat
a TV
after
program.
Bloon
You guys
TD6,
call her number
but before
16,
you
but
asked if I could see it,
she's
it
actually
may have
number
gone
you.
missing. Something's happened on chat.
I knew it. That song. It sounded a little different in the style of the 80s. But it's just like when I sang back in middle school. And Inaba. That's my username.
Yeah.
I became an
So there are a
idol.
lot of game suggestions, and it's the
Seriously?
funny thing in life. There are so many games we would like to play, but we just don't have the time. I think it's pretty normal to have juggles. Yep, so that means I caught all of your messages on the chat then. That's all good.
Surprised me enough as it is. But
So it's like, right,
You too saw me?
for example,
I can't believe
assuming
you're all
Elden
time
Ring,
traveling.
like I
This
finish
is
Elden Ring
actually
before the
where I'm
DLC
from.
comes out. What kind of game do I
you
want to
came
play?
from the
Because
future?
Friday is a really good
Does
time
anyone
slot
else know about
for
this stuff?
exploring games that I have not
Let's
played
see.
before.
Yuki-chan
For
from
example,
class
like
1A.
God of War.
Miura-kun too.
What?
But then,
That guy?
if I start playing God of War and the Elden Ring DLC comes out, do I put God of War on break to then play the Elden Ring DLC? Or do I continue God of War until I finish it and then come back to the Elden Ring DLC? Yeah, I briefly mentioned, I'm pretty sure you brought up Bloon TD6. It's one of those, I think the last time we talked
The
about Bloon,
preparations are complete.
the idea is
Kisaragi,
it could be something that I
As you
might
scan your
have
ID
considered
to
for a
grant
Monday,
access,
but it
the
depends
authorization will be
on...
reset, and the Sentinel will reboot.
It depends sort of
Go ahead
if I
and
want to
unlock
go
it.
for it as like a one-off game, or like, because, okay, Bloon TD6 is a massive game. It's a very long
Here
game,
goes.
which unironically makes it really good for part of like
No good?
a mystery stream style thing,
The
where you
Sentinel
mix it in,
started
because
up
there's no way
normally.
you can complete Bloon TD6 in 2 hours. And I'm...
Shut me off.
We all came to save you. Sorry it's a little late.
And, you know, Bloon... I think Bloon, you approach it in one of two ways. Either you play it once on stream for like a really short time,
Universal control doesn't
or
suspect a thing.
you sit down and you dedicate like
Appears to be
a
simple
full
video
day's
broadcast.
slot so let's just say Friday, to going through every level in the full game. It's similar to what I think, though, with Music Month. You know, the mystery box, the Monday mix-ups for the music games that are going to be on this month. None of those games can be really completed in 2 hours. Maybe theoretically, except for Melatonin. And I'm not 100% sure about Melatonin. But like a game of Fire and Ice won't be able to be completed in 2 hours. Unless I'm like really good at it.
Do you trust me? Well, you're me,
And then
right?
the other one, which is Rhythm
won't get
Doctor,
anywhere
I
if
don't
I
know
can't
about
even
that one
trust
either
myself.
Maybe, maybe not. So there's a little bit of thinking about the schedules and what I sort of want to play at what time. Yeah, we already brought up Escape the Backrooms. I think that came up as one of the games mentioned before I settled on the Voidness. There was a bit of a question about whether you had meant Escape the Backrooms 1994, which is made by the same person who made the Voidness, or if you meant Escape the Backrooms as in the original game release.
Really true? We're not on planet Earth. Huh?
I've seen it with my own eyes. The whole city's less than 30 kilometers long. I thought it was on a spaceship, though.
Unbelievable. What about the other countries I've been investigating?
Universal control alters the information you receive. It does whatever's necessary to make things appear consistent. Shukun is telling the truth.
Alright, so we've got a bunch of people finding out here that, yes, the world is a digital line. So you're thinking maybe the original.
I can see the entirety of the residential ward system.
Let's have a quick look.
All of the terminal controls too.
You're able to control the
Escape the
satellite from your
Backrooms.
Sentinel?
It does have some limitations, of course. But it is possible. Because I'm Tomiki Saraki.
Huh?
So it's
She's the
early
one who designed
access,
the second phase of interstellar development. She was a
part
terraforming researcher.
4
Watch this
is
log
out at the
first.
moment. 20 levels based on Backrooms lore with content updates.
2188. Continuing my report from yesterday. I ran the simulation. This was our 25th
Okay.
terraforming attempt. We believe the planet is a Type 57b. In order to reach a habitable state for humanity,
Maybe
the process took 1,800
Okay.
years. A bit longer
it really
than hoped.
depends with Escape the
No
Backrooms on
further
one of
issues
two
up to this
things.
point. Oh,
Number one
and I almost
is...
forgot.
Okay,
At Professor Moringmore's suggestion,
I'll ask this first.
I updated the system. in
Have
the
you
command
seen or seen
center. Expect to
anyone
monitor
play
the final phase.
Phantasmagoria,
Facilities.
which is like
Before any
a
harm attacks
horror-style
these facilities,
co-op game
It
where
will
you're meant to
determine
try and
whether the
solve
final
puzzles in a
phase
house and
needs to
figure
be
out who a
redone.
ghost is.
As the professor always says, it can't hurt to be safe. Work has been coming along well.
Phantasmagoria has this one little thing where you can actually select what level you want to play. If Escape the Backrooms, in its full release, had the option to choose levels, I think it could be quite interesting as a
What's that?
like a little sample thing where it's like, right, we're just going to pick a level at random and see how we go.
Curious things.
But if you have to play each
redoing the
level
final
sequentially
phase.
for the game, I think I don't know how I would
Well,
feel
what
about
now?
that, because Escape the Backrooms is marketed as both single player and cooperative, and I think cooperative games need the ability to choose their
Are there any
levels.
measures we can take?
Now, Escape the Backrooms might have the feature to choose what level you play, and I could be
And what's
overthinking that. But at the same time as well, the game's in early access. Maybe it could be more interesting to wait until the full game is out. the last update for Escape the Backrooms was in January 2024. So that was early on in the year. Theoretically, well, actually, I don't know how long Escape the Backrooms has also been in early access for, because it said 3 to 6 months. Didn't really seem like it, though. Let me have a quick check. Huh. Yeah. Theoretically as well, Escape the Backrooms might be far more interesting as a co-op game rather than a single-player game. And it sort of fits into the idea of, well, we can play it by ear, but there might be far more enjoyment by watching someone who can play Escape the Backrooms with friends.
Yep.
What's Erika? What, is that Erika Iwa or Tamao?
Huh?
Tamao Karabe.
Tamao-san?
Tamao Karabe.
I can't believe a small puncture on my cheek. Looks like I got stabbed by a needle. I must have gotten it in the girls' bathroom. But why can't I remember anything about it?
Okay, that's
Was
that's
I captured and had my memories erased?
when
What if
Megami
they
kind of
implanted
planted
something
her
in
in the
me?
face with the magic gun.
I'm probably overthinking it. At least for now. I told Miura-kun he should stay at Jiro-kun's house. After all, I'm the one who dragged him into this. I need to take responsibility. I mean, not in a weird way. Sentinel?
Okay.
Isn't it? Wait. How are you here, Tamao-san?
This place isn't ideal. I'd be found far too soon.
Maybe Tamao-san was abducted by a UFO. Wonder what they did to her.
I wonder if this is Android.
Who is this? Does she want to join the team?
Oh, well...
Wait, don't tell me. You turned in your sign-up form but never came, huh? It's Iba-san, right?
Wait, Erika Iba?
So, Iba-san, you're in Class 1D?
But if it's Erika Iba, that
Right
means it's
next to
426
Minami-san
pretending
in
to be
Class 1C.
Erika Iba.
Yeah, right.
Have you recovered from your illness?
Well, actually, she...
Not entirely, so can't join yet.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad.
Unless
I
this
hope
is
you get
actually
well
Tamao
soon.
Karabe. I have no idea on the timing for this
Maybe
particular
she just
sequence.
looks like Tamao-san. Could there really have been someone like this just next door?
Erika, Iba, Class 1D, next door.
Yeah, so this must be 426.
She's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Right. I should go tell the coach.
Alright, BJ, what happened?
BJ, did she find you?
She?
The girl that was just here. Iba-san.
Nobody was here.
Alright, so 426 has been tampering with BJ.
Let's go to the gate.
I'm almost done with practice. We'll go there after. Sound good?
Now to know the gate. Natsuno, let's go.
Hold on. Locker?
I didn't see any men in black outside. Maybe we can sneak
Yeah, I
out.
wonder what 426 might have done to BJ, because we know Natsuno got kind of like super lost in time for a bit. Must have been 426 mucking around with things.
If BJ is about to be seen by someone, I'll just hide him in my crisis averted. You gotta stay in there.
Wait, so if we get lost in time, how far in the future do we get launched?
Are you going home, Natsuno?
You got me. Please don't tell Senpai. Our planet is in danger. There isn't a second to spare.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, and no suits. Which means... maybe 426 tries to tamper with BJ in order to try and launch everyone into a... you know, a unique time slot. Or, you know, a unique time period.
Okay, we're here.
Activate gate. Sentinel search range.
Where should we look this time?
Sector 1 is far future, Sector 2, Sector 5 is the past.
1945. We found a Sentinel there, but not the one we're looking for.
Travel to Sector 5 is possible. But there is no signal from Member 17.
How about Sector 1?
Sector 1 has been searched.
Hmm.
No Sentinel found.
Yeah,
I
but
see.
we know in the
Bummer.
futurist parts of the story, Sentinel number 17 has been launched into space.
Sector 2 looks suspicious.
Sector 2 was our first destination.
Yeah, but we didn't get to look around much. Let's go there again and do a proper search.
Access code approved. Designating sector.
Okay, time travel is kicking in.
I don't see any tripods, but we shouldn't let our guard down. Okay, how should we do this?
Natsuno, you wait here.
Wait, that's dangerous.
Huh? You're going by yourself?
Fires continue to burn on the surface. It's too dangerous. Time required to search the path is 27 minutes.
Oh, so we're 27 minutes here
Come on!
by ourselves where we're at complete
come
risk
all
of
the way out here and
getting
you just leave
kidnapped
me
or
all
something
alone?
worse. This is not the most well thought out of
It's
plans.
not often I get to time travel. I certainly won't waste it waiting. I'll make it quick. Just gonna peek around a bit.
Yeah, definitely not the most well thought out of plans.
What do we got here? I saw something light up.
Wait, a sentinel? Is this an autonomous sentinel or a piloted sentinel?
Is that a sentinel? Look who found it first.
Because it's 2065, so it
That's
could
what
be
you
an
get for leaving me
autonomous
behind.
sentinel, which would then be under control of the Deimos.
PJ! No! What happened to you? PJ! Talk to me. What happened? That's right, his brain. As long as his brain's okay, I'm sure I can save him. Oh, where is it? Is this it? This light bulb thing. I think it's this.
Hmm?
There's some letters on this. Shikishima. Shikishima Robotics? Wait, as in the appliance company? I'm such an idiot. PJ's not an alien. He's a robot made in Japan. PJ's not an alien. He's a robot.
So,
That sound.
it's funny coming back to the past parts when you go, it's like, oh, we've seen the future from some other parts.
I have been looking for you.
BJ! But wait, what I saw earlier. It was a different robot?
You found a Sentinel. Sentinel number 8. A remote control.
Yeah, so this is one of the autonomous ones under the control of the
Sentinel
Deimos.
number 17.
Were you made by Shikishima Robotics? You're just a robot made in Japan. You're no alien. Isn't that right? Yeah. I bet this is another one of Shikishima's. Does that mean the tripods too?
Four-legged autonomous cranes from Shikishima Industries. High Quad 150B.
No way.
They're heavy machinery robots for the development of Mars.
But why? Why are robots meant for Mars invading Earth?
They are not. This place is not Earth.
Not Earth?
It is a speculation. The lack of proof makes it only a possibility.
A speculation.
Okay, but
That's actually a really good framing device for the world as you know it.
Speculation is this
Again,
log.
thanks to Tomi Kisaragi's story.
Alright, go on.
There are 117 planets under consideration for the project. Of those, the top prospect is a planetary system 12 light years away.
I don't think this is going to work. Aren't you the professor's daughter?
Yes, I'm helping with the layout.
For the migration ship? It
Who's
looks
the-
quite small.
In the harsh environment of space, it is not possible to sustain life for extended periods of time. The ship will be carrying only our DNA. In the final phase of the project, humanity will be restarted.
So we're creating aliens.
You'd have
How
to think that's a
large of
future
population
Nenji
are you
Ogata.
estimating?
We're planning for 6 million.
And you really expect me to approve of this project?
If you just listen to my mother's explanation,
It is not necessary. This endeavor is nothing but self-satisfying. It is impractical. Now that my father has passed away, I am the one in charge. Research will be disposed of and the funds suspended.
you can't. Ogata-san, please.
Yeah, so it's future Nenji.
This was recorded in 2188 with Natsuno Minami's ID. A communication log between Natsuno Minami and Shikishima's top executive, Renji
Yeah, 'cause-
Ogata.
So that means
Ogata-kun?
After this
yeah,
log,
Renya is the CEO. Nenji was one of the top
2188
executives.
is in the future.
Shinonami was one of the
we are
employees.
further into the future than when the log
Morimura,
took place.
Minami,
Natsuno, do you understand?
Miura
It
are
is
all
possible.
working. They're all sort of on the same side. They work with the space exploration side. Well, that's a fun way to put it. You're the alien. How do you feel now? Okay. Yeah, so we'll start getting a new train of story here with Minami's story. Again, hopefully I can hit Minami's story and then bounce through to some of the others who rely on Minami's story and then go over to probably Juro's story.
I saw a log made by me, but from 2188. In it, I spoke about a project capable of creating humans on another planet. And according to BJ...
Yeah, funnily enough, a lot of
this
the
is
early
that
stories
planet.
after the prologues for
And
these
we are
characters
those
have
creations.
branching paths.
But the log alone
But as you
doesn't
hit
leave
like
me entirely convinced.
75%, 75% is like
There's something else about
the,
Sentinel number 17.
you know, very fixed stories. So its
There are
prologue
logs
is
from
fixed,
2188 hidden inside it.
and then very
If I
end
can
is
find the
fixed.
Sentinel,
But during the middle,
then
you've
I
got
can
a bit of
find
like, you
out
know,
once and for
what
all
happens if you
if
go
these
this way, what happens
aliens
if you
are
go
real.
that way.
Turns out he wasn't an alien. He was
But
actually
also
a
the
futuristic
idea
robot
that
made by a Japanese company.
at least the game's very good about going, hey, have you completed this path? Beautiful, you don't have to go back there again. Just, here's a new pathway to start on.
The agents continue to lurk around the school. They gotta be searching for something. And I think I know. I'm almost sure of it. They still think BJ is an alien. Whoa!
Okay, well, BJ's coming up pretty quickly.
Wow. You actually stayed hidden this time. Hey, so... You mentioned something once. That we're the ones who are aliens. That this is a different planet. I find that hard to believe.
Oh, BJ's not really talking.
I understand.
BJ, what kind of robot are you anyway?
I am an AI, only integrated into a Sentinel. There was an incident. I had to transfer myself into this drone.
So when Miura-kun called you a piece of Sentinel technology, he wasn't wrong then. The Sentinel you're searching for.
Okay.
There's more than one, isn't there? The video logs from 2188.
Sentinel number 17's memory cell. It contains all of the logs.
So 17
Now that I've
contains
seen one,
logs.
I need to know the
16
truth.
contains
So
Miyuki
I'm
and
gonna be
Aba.
tagging along. At least until I get a good answer. Got it?
Not to know.
This is certainly no time to be training. Let's go find it, little guy.
Okay. No suits, which is really nice again.
Again, Natsuno?
Listen, I'd really appreciate it if...
If I didn't tell Senpai?
I wanted to just say too late.
If BJ is about to be seen by someone, I'll just hide him in my PE bag. Crisis averted.
Huh? Hey!
Yeah, that was
Where
gonna
do you
happen.
think you're going? Skipping training
Yeah, there's no way to
again?
avoid this.
Well, the thing is, there's something I really gotta do, so...
You first years are such slackers.
Oh,
And now
getting
I
called
gotta
out.
deal with our track room getting trashed.
Maybe a stray cat got in.
No. Someone broke the lock in the middle of the night.
That would be
I wonder...
426,
were
Erica
those men in
Iba.
black looking for BJ?
Here you go with your nonsense again.
Yeah, that could have been 426. So,
We're here.
2065 has one of the autonomous Sentinels, but we can't use an autonomous Sentinel.
Activate gate.
Sector 3.
Sector 3 has been searched. No Sentinels found.
About Sector 2 again.
2065. Number 8 was there. But we couldn't find number 17. Sector 1. Where could number 17 be?
Let's go to Sector 1.
You want to look there again? What year is it in Sector 1 anyways?
2105.
The 22nd century?
Access code.
Yeah,
approved.
and so that's where they probably, at the end of Minami's stories, right, it's theoretically somewhere else, which then, as they find out, no, the Sentinel's been launched into space. Which is why it's not in the ground. It's the underground facility of 2165. This
the
is
only
where...
room with the lights on.
Yeah, this is where Tetsuya Ida made all the androids.
Hey, BJ. You said this place is underground, right? How are things looking up on the surface?
Highly contaminated with toxic levels of radiation. The environment is too inhospitable for us.
Okay, so 2165, that's why all the
Seriously?
shots are underground.
So we ended up nuking them?
It was the government's last-ditch effort after the city was destroyed.
And we still couldn't beat them?
There were too many of them. This underground facility is the last place of refuge. Nowhere else is safe.
And this is probably what's driven Tetsuya Ida kind of crazy.
What have you been looking at this whole time?
I'm searching for memories.
Like your own memories?
After I ran a self-diagnosis on this drone, I discovered my memories were fragmented and inconsistent.
Is that the...
72%
That might be the
them
effect
have
of
been
426.
They've been tampered with twice, possibly more.
By who?
Unknown. Though in all likelihood, the memory of the Sentinel's location was deleted then. In this facility is this era's largest quantum computer. If anyone were to store memories here, they would be at least 300 meters out.
What's wrong?
Okay.
Someone just shifted to the hangar. They're coming this way.
What do we do? Who are they?
They erased every last trace from the system. We must hide, quickly.
Alrighty.
Wait for me!
What do you think?
Hard to say. I need more
So this is
information.
Renya in
This decode
Chihiro,
is problematic.
aka Morimura.
It attaches to the part of the brain where memories are stored. It must be physically severed to be removed. The damage this procedure does to the brain is lethal.
That program, the one that severs the code, that's what's infecting the Sentinels.
Right. Sentinels. I wasn't aware that control over the automated factories could be partially adjusted. You did well to discover that detail.
It wasn't me. It was Jiro Izumi from 2 loops ago.
2 loops ago.
Have you forgotten? We've restarted twice since the world ended.
I see.
Twice, actually. I thought it was
The
only
shifting
once.
range isn't just limited to residential zones. Sector 0 makes that possible. In any case, we don't have much time. Where did you get all this information from?
From the computer in the underground UFO.
UFO, huh?
Is that what you've been calling it these days? Well, can we go there?
Yes, we can. You are the one who made it possible, after all. Have you really forgotten?
In case you couldn't tell, I have a child's brain. The occasional memory lapse is to be expected. Now, let's go.
So Sector Zero might be the destination then that BJ aims to go to.
Wasn't that Chihiro-chan? And Goto-senpai was with her. You saw that too, right, BJ?
Calm down, Natsuno.
Man, if you didn't stop me, I totally would have jumped out at them. I saw Goto-senpai in the past. I guess he's able to time travel too. She was dressed like a kindergartner. That was Chihiro-chan, right? Miura-kun's little sister? She didn't seem like she was unhappy to be there. And there was something different about her. Goto-senpai was talking to her like she was a scientist.
Oh, hold up. There we are, BJ.
VJ?
I've located it. It was in the access log's history. My memories really were stored here after all.
Really?
Apparently. I predicted all of this. Somehow.
Okay.
We have a problem.
What is it?
I'm unable to locate the memory data. They're stored in the cache somewhere. But they appear to be hidden.
Isn't this supposed to be some super strong computer? Can't you do a quick search of it or something?
After a preliminary scan of the cache, 9.216 million data units were found.
Well, that's a lot of
If I
data.
were to trace every unit, I'd need about 80 days. I must have left some kind of hint. Something to identify the data unit.
Identify? What do you mean?
Each unit is a three-dimensional construct. Their coordinates consist of 2 alphabetical letters, as well as 2 numerical values.
Okay.
Back when we first met, I just assumed BJ was your name. But maybe...
BJ. That's the name you gave me.
No, I didn't. You're the one who said it.
I have no logs of this exchange.
Wait, let me think. Yeah, it was something like... BJ 11-5...
BJ 11-5.
Alright,
So,
I think we've
was
got our
that it?
memories back, possibly.
Yes, I've located it.
Oh, right! And?
Sentinel number 17. I know its location.
So, where is it?
At an altitude of 500 kilometers.
No way! So, it's up in the sky?
Yes, in an artificial satellite orbiting the planet.
Orbit? Like, in space?
I cannot access
Alright,
it
so how do we get to
from here.
space is a really good question, I
Let's
guess.
go
Where? To space?
to the place Renya Goto mentioned. The UFO.
So that would be going to Sector Zero then. Alright, actually that means probably Minami's only got like 2 more story parts as well. And we're still pretty good to go, actually. Because once we get that, we can go Miura's story and Yuki's story. Yeah, theoretically I should be able to get this. So only like a couple more only a couple more stories, I think. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to Juro's story.
Goto-senpai. He can also travel through time. So, who exactly is he?
Why is Ryoko Shinonome here?
I saw a log. At least this small puncture on my cheek. Why does it glow when I touch it? It's scaring me. Maybe aliens really... There's something... Turns out... The agent...
Okay.
Huh? You're... a second-year student.
Ryoko Shinonome has probably got one of the most interesting potentially interesting stories. Because her memory just continually wipes itself.
It's open. Where's BJ? There you are. Hiding in the laundry basket, huh? Wait, was that girl... Was she looking for you?
It seems likely.
You think she's working with the men in black?
Her affiliation is unclear. However, her intentions...
She wants the logs, doesn't she?
Correct. Or information on technology and the future.
People are starting to suspect me. We gotta hurry and find that Sentinel. It's only UFO, right? You said UFO, but... It was manufactured in Japan, wasn't it?
It is the name of a control system.
Right. So, where do we find it?
Okay.
The gate. Let's go to the gate.
Okay.
Alright, well, here's the question. Do we actually get out of here in one
My bag's
piece?
been open too. She must have looked in here.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm half expecting that by the time we walk out of this door, there's gonna be like men in black all over the place.
Could be outside still. Don't worry. If I see her, I'll just sprint right on by.
Like, open this door, you get jumped.
If BJ is about to, I'll just hide. Turns out, he wasn't an alien.
Alright, so we have a sprint sequence. We actually had only a single sprint sequence of all the things. That was in, Tommy's story? Where you had to run from the android? Yeah, it's like you had to run from the android. It's been the only sequence where you've had to run away from an enemy. It felt so unusual. It caught me off guard the first time round.
We're here.
Activate gate.
What's the matter?
It is sealed off, just like Sector 5.
So Sector 5's been sealed
So
off,
we
and I
can't
think
go
that was
today?
by Renya Goto.
There is an opening in Sector 3. We may be able to go from there.
Sector 3?
It is in 2025.
40 years from now.
Wait,
Which means
this
I'll be in
might
my
be
50s. I'm having mixed feelings.
this might be what launches into where Shu Amaguchi's been
Access
kidnapped.
code approved. Designating sector.
This could be it. Linking into Shu Amaguchi's story just after Yuki gets dragged back in... Oh, Yuki and Shinonome get dragged back into 1985. Nope, actually a different point. Altogether. Was not expecting a walk from here.
We're here? Jeez. This place is falling apart.
Oh, this is the bridge where there was the shootout between the Juro Izumi and the...
There's something on the ground.
Yeah, this is after they wiped out the factory.
It's a student ID from my school. Ryoko Shinonome, Class 2A. This picture.
No, actually this is a
That's
different
the girl I
location.
saw in the track
This is
room.
the one where Tomi,
How'd this get here?
Ryoko, and Nenji and Miwako all got teleported to in the future.
This place is in ruins.
Ryoko was
But it
resting in the bed,
almost
but then
seems
she
like someone's
disappeared.
living here.
Probably will only get an explanation in Ryoko's story
Is
about
the
how
UFO
she ended
close
up
by?
back in 1985.
It's 1.7 kilometers away.
Hey, don't leave me behind again. We're supposed to stick together.
And you're gonna need some help getting down the pit as well, where they...
Stop right there.
Oh, well, there we go.
Shinonome-senpai?
I was not expecting
Wait.
this.
Did you time travel too?
I've been waiting. I knew you'd be here. This is 426's hideout. You're working with him, aren't you?
42 who? The heck are you talking about? I've never been here before in my life.
Don't play dumb. I'll deal with you later, Natsuno Minami. And when I do, you will tell me where he is.
Yeah, at this point,
Right now,
Shinonome is still working
My
with
mission is to
Tetsuya
take that
Ida.
data unit back with me. Now hand it over.
Ryoko Shinonome. You're being used. There's a reason they want you to find me. It's to prevent you all from seeing the logs and uncovering the truth.
I don't care about that.
Even the logs about you and Tetsuya Ida.
Well, that's one way to get her attention.
You're not taking BJ.
Natsuno, don't.
Out of my way.
Oh, it is a stun gun. So, BJ's gone.
It's freezing.
Thankfully, it's all stun guns.
Wait.
The only gun that we've seen that's
Where
real is like the pistols
am I
carried by the
again?
men in black.
Oh crap, that's right! BJ!
Don't forget your bag.
Maybe he's- Nope. Never mind.
You gonna pick up your bag or no? We're just gonna leave it. Maybe there's no point carrying the bag at this stage because the bag's only used to carry BJ.
PJ! He's not here. BJ! Not over here either. What a mess. With the way things are.
Yeah, true.
It's looking pretty
Natsuno
grim for
Minami
me.
gets actually stranded at this point because
I
she
can't
has
go home.
no way of traveling through time herself. And maybe this is the part where it connects to why Natsuno Minami was missing for like weeks. Oh, actually, we have to go to we have to go to Yuki's story.
All right. Cool.
So is this before? This must be when she gets so this would probably tie into when she
Aiba.
gets kidnapped by
Where could she have gone?
Tetsuya Ida and then dragged into Sector 3.
Forget her. I need to find Nachan. I should check with Sekigahara if there's been any progress. A city in ruins. And this one's next. Is that what this place is gonna look like? I can't even imagine. Erika Aiba is a robot? Or, more accurately, a criminal by the name of Juro Izumi, who has no physical body of his own. He wanted to do something to me. Something that involved shooting me up with nanomachines. The Kisaragi involved in the bathroom incident. it was really just a robot built to look like her. Then that robot got damaged and was disposed of in the old school building. And now the robot's brain is in Aiba's body. So the box I thought was a projector was actually a talking machine named Miura. And the stuff Nachan wrote in her notebook, she must have been talking about that. So it wasn't just made up. I'm sorry for doubting you, Nachan. How many days has it been since Nachan went missing?
So that's
I was
where...
told she'd be able to find
So a
food,
lot of
but
Natsuno Minami's story must
worried
take
about
place
her.
before
I should hurry and get to the old building.
other stories like
Sekigahara
Yuki's
is there.
because of things like she gets stuck in
I
2025.
saw something that looked like some flirty rich.
We'll go to the old school building. Because we have to go meet with Sekigahara, who would be in the old school building.
Anyone there? Are you in here?
Actually, no. There's like one more room.
Where is he? He said he was gonna be hiding around here. Maybe he's still looking for her. Or maybe he got caught.
We are here.
So that's BJ. Yeah, so this would be why BJ got separated.
Sekigahara, what happened?
The nanomachine separation inside the brain is progressing.
What does that mean?
He is in the same condition as Ryoko Shinonome.
Hey.
I still have my memory. I just ran out of my pills. Don't mind me. You were searching for Natsuno Minami. We've determined her location. She's in Sector 3.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Miura?
It is only speculation. But there is a high probability that she is there.
Okay, great! Let's go get her! Oh, wait. Sekigahara.
Go without me. I just needed to tell you. Besides, the black suits are only after me now. It'd be bad if they think you're my accomplice. Better to avoid being seen together at all. Come over here.
What is it? What is this thing?
Take it with you.
I don't know how to use it.
You'll need it to save Minami. I need to ask you a favor in return. Miura is carrying a message for me. If I were to ever lose my memory, I need you to show me that message.
Okay, maybe this... So this part here with Sekigahara maybe starts to take place before Sekigahara's prologue.
Myself is just about all I can handle. I'm sure Shinonome's medicine is in the nurse's office. Miura seems to be in a
Yeah, because
hurry.
after the separation occurs,
Please, go with him.
and he loses all of his memories, then he spends some time running around till he gets his memories back, eventually meeting up with Okino and Hijiyama. I think that's the time frame for that.
So, where is Nachan?
Southeast, 3.2
3.2 kilometers. That's a bit of a
There is
distance.
an unusual concentration of androids.
Great. More of those creepy-ass robots.
They must have found something.
Something? You mean Nachan?
This unit possesses no attack capabilities. It is up to you.
I know.
All right,
I won't fail.
we're gonna go into like a shooter sequence here.
I saw something that looked... I'm ready. Lead the way.
Yeah, because this is the last story for Yuki's section. So this has to only have one pathway as well. Yeah, that's a lot of androids.
They're back.
That is a lot of androids.
They won't come in here. But if I take even one step outside, they'll attack. Ever since I got here, they just keep on coming. I ate my last can of food yesterday. And now the soda I was taking sips from is empty too.
Oof.
Oh, what should I do?
Yeah, that's rough.
Am I going to die here? Without anyone knowing?
Oh yeah, okay, so Yuki's on the warpath. We actually had a tiny...
That's what I'm doing!
Yeah, tiny little shooter segment.
Know how to use a freaking gun.
You did well.
No way! Yuki-chan!
No-chan! I'm so glad you're okay.
Yuki-chan!
I finally found you. You're safe now, alright?
I know.
Hmm.
But why are you here, Yuki-chan?
I'd come find you anywhere, Not-chan. Even if I have to cross time and space to do it.
Oh, Yuki-chan!
The Team Bowler's magnetic shield is still active.
BJ!
It is why the androids could not approach.
Okay.
You came back for me!
So they just physically couldn't enter because of the shield. But the shield affects electronics.
Small talk must come later. There are 4 androids approaching.
Do we go for
Let's
Sector
go.
0 from here?
No matter what comes our way, I will protect you. With everything I have.
Well, it makes sense. Yuki's got the gun. So maybe there's a point at which Yuki gets held at gunpoint, basically kidnapped from 1985, dragged into the future, meets up with Shu Amaguchi. But Yuki's story, the final part, takes place after she's brought back by Tetsuya Ida. And then that's when she starts meeting up with Ei Sekigahara. There's a little bit going on there.
Right.
Alright. So we do this, then we can get to Keitaro Miura's story.
This should be a good spot, right? The river's nice and wide. Plus, no one else
Makes
is
sense. Here's
around.
Keitaro Miura.
It shouldn't be a problem if the Sentinel pops up here.
Are you going to summon it right now? Perhaps we should wait until nightfall.
Well, we're going to send it right back, aren't we?
If it's only for a second, then we should be fine.
I want to change the registered pilot of Sentinel number 17. To you, Natsuno.
Okay.
Wait, right here?
And that would be why in the battle
Why?
sequence, Natsuno Minami
I was
is...
previously using Miura's ID.
Yeah, Natsuno Minami's the pilot in the battle sequences.
However, the ownership of the ID returned to him.
It's because I operated Sentinel number 19.
Oh. Yeah, and that ties into...
I can no longer pilot a
That ties into
Sentinel. In order
Tetsuya
to
Ida's
shift
story.
to the
Only
Sentinel,
once a pilot uses their activation ID to summon a Sentinel, whoever was using that ID, like Tetsuya Ida with Shu Amaguchi's ID, they can't do anything anymore. They have to borrow someone else's
Wait,
ID to get in.
That's not good.
Eventually, once all the pilots
what do
summon
we
their
do?
Sentinels, everyone who's not a Sentinel pilot would get locked out at that point.
Transfer all data logs to me. If it's done at the same time we change the registered pilot, I should be able to secure the log data.
Good thinking, BJ.
Natsuno. From now on, Sentinel number 17 will be...
Right, no problem. I'll be the one who pilots the robot. And I'll fight together with my pal BJ.
As long as Nachan isn't in any danger.
Sentinel number 17 will protect...
It's funny, because,
If anything, I should be the one fighting.
There is another Sentinel for you.
Yuki's Sentinel is
What did you say?
a Gen 2.
You must work together and survive.
You know it.
Both processes...
Yeah, Yuki's Sentinel is a Gen 2, which is the...
Natsuno.
It's the, like, the all-rounder, I think? No, Minami's is the... Hold on. Minami's is Gen 3, which is range.
Dang, that was fast.
Now send it back, Nachan.
How do I do that?
It disappeared.
Does that mean it worked, BJ? BJ? You okay, buddy? Say something.
He's
Whoop.
no longer with us.
What?
BJ was the only one who could retrieve the log data. But the storage capacity on a scout unit like that is limited. He couldn't store both the log data and his own AI data. So in order to make room for the logs, he deleted himself.
Oh.
No. No, you're wrong. He's just fooling around. Come on. Wake up, BJ. BJ.
Yeah, we just lost a good one.
Yes.
Alright. So there should be 2 more for here. And then once that's done, I'm going to start tapping away at Juro's story. There's still one more that I'm not sure about here, which is this one. Maybe it'll be a forced pathway. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. 5 out of 13 will be pretty good, actually. I don't think I'm going to get through all of Juro's story. Not in the time frame that I have. But making a good start there.
No point in trying to make sense out of his story. It's still too early to say anything for sure. But a scout unit from the future?
Okay, so this is Miura running into
And it
Ace
possesses
Sekigahara
my consciousness?
and meeting BJ.
The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now? All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit. Natsuno-san, back in that... those... Chihiro. She was acting like a completely different
Yeah, this is
person.
taking place after he
Design
finds out
engineer,
that
controlling the system.
Chihiro is
What
actually
was she
also a
talking
clone
about?
of Morimura.
Chihiro. What's happened to her? Chihiro Morimura? She's the original Chihiro? Is there no going back to the way she used to be? Chihiro. Even if I do... Natsuno-san, I'm not sure why, but I really want to hear her voice right now. Could she still be at school?
Okay. Maybe this is where he runs into Ace Sekigahara again? Or he runs into Yuki and Natsuno after they come back.
No point in...
That's Megumi.
Oh, Miura-kun.
Megumi-san.
You know where the track room is?
Yes.
Oh, right. Have you seen Juro around anywhere?
No.
I
Maybe
see.
Juro's story's gonna have
Maybe he went home already.
intersect very heavily with Megumi's.
For dinner tonight, what should I make?
Those meatballs that... We could have hamburger.
Again?
No, that's alright. I'm fine with anything.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to
had
guess that's what's
nothing
going to
but
happen.
meat
I'm going to
these
go
last
partway
few
through Juro's story, and then it's going to be
I
like,
think I want to make
go,
some
hold on,
fish
hold on.
for Juro.
Go do something on Megumi's side.
Okay, I better run to the store. I'll see you later.
Natsuno-san's over there.
Oh, something's happened here.
What do I do?
What's the hurry?
Miura-kun. BJ's gone. I'm pretty sure he's lost somewhere by himself. If he's caught, we'll never see him again.
When did BJ go missing?
Alright. Let's split up and find him.
Maybe this is
Okay.
with BJ with
He couldn't
Sekigahara.
have gone too far. Maybe he's inside one of the school buildings.
Okay, then you search the buildings. I'll search the campus perimeter.
Okay, I'm on it. Thanks.
Okay, well, time to play detective. Probably go front gate, out where the little side area is.
Did you see that flying RC thing?
It went back behind the North School building. You think it belongs to the radio club?
It was all boxy and weird shaped. Didn't look like a helicopter to me.
So it can fly. Behind the North building. That's where the old school building is.
Yeah, so this is going to be meeting with Sekigahara again, probably. Or Ryoko Shinonome. Don't know.
No sign of him.
Play one way or the other.
Sounds like rotor blades. Are you trying to draw attention to yourself? Natsuno-san's worried about you.
Keitaro Miura. I've been scanning for you from overhead.
Oh.
Well, that's... I've been looking for you. Is what Sekigahara said true? Are you... me?
That's correct. I am Keitaro Miura.
Hold on.
Why do you look like this?
When the world was destroyed, I died. I had to take your place and fight in the Sentinel. In order to do this, I was resurrected as an AI.
Oh, so maybe the last loop, several of the characters were already dead. So they used the memories from 2 loops beforehand in order to create AI versions of the people who hadn't existed.
So you've been using a Sentinel to fight off
And if that's
those
the case, that could be what happened with
That's
the
what you're
android
looking for,
Tomi
right?
Kisaragi, or the Miyuki Inaba
Then how
personality.
did your AI end up in this
Plus
scout
Keitaro
unit?
Miura here, who ended up as
There was a
BJ.
malfunction in the Sentinel. So I uploaded a part of myself to this drone. However, 72% of me is still wrapped inside the Sentinel.
Does Natsuno-san know that you're me?
We didn't get a chance to meet in the previous world. I'm very fond of Natsuno. It's best that she doesn't know.
Oh, so yeah, I think even in the future they've always had a little bit of a connection. Yeah, that's right, they do.
If you're
Even
really
from
from the
2188.
future, Then you must know. What's going to happen?
My experiences are all from past events.
Past events?
Time is relative. Even with future technology, time travel is impossible. We never traveled through time.
But you're Keitaro Miura from the future, right?
Okay, so if it's not actually
I'm an entity that used to be Miura.
if it's not actually time travel, what is it?
I located the Sentinel. I can now access all logs.
So the rest of the footage is available.
Promise me. Before the final invasion begins, you'll research the logs and figure out a solution. Chihiro Morimura's plan. Operation Aegis. It will lead you all down a path of destruction.
Chihiro's
Which is
plan?
just closing off the Aegis portals.
Why are you asking me this?
Because I'll be gone soon.
Yeah, and we see this at the end of Natsuno's story.
Morimura-san.
Is all going as planned?
Because Tetsuya Ida wants to just keep the portals open to reset time. But that's not going to work because the world will continue to be destroyed over and over to the point of complete and utter self-destruction. But there's a flaw apparently in Operation Aegis, or Aegis,
So we'll have 5
which
sectors then.
has to be addressed in order to save the world.
Instead, I've separated them by historical eras.
Oh, historical errors.
I've been meaning to ask, why don't we create a residential district of the present day?
The decision was made to start over. From a time before the world took such a terrible turn.
Oh, okay, so the sectors were deliberately designed based on
Humanity tasted the fruit of
historical
knowledge
timeframes.
too early. When it was being decided how far we should go back, we couldn't come to an agreement. So we ultimately settled on preparing residential districts by era.
I've always wanted to live in the 20th century before the war. So this works out perfectly.
Oh, and their
However,
AI
some
versions.
resources of the era are quite old.
Their
Actually,
AI versions
reproducing them might pose a
live in
difficulty.
certain eras.
I don't think I can do it with confidence.
That's fine. As long as our civilization survives, I'll be happy.
Once it's completed, just one district will be the size of a city. It'll have a bustling population of 1.2 million
And that would be
people.
Sector 4.
We have more residential areas than we originally planned.
Oh no, if it's 1.2 million and they're planning to pull 6 million, it's why they have 5
I'm
sectors.
sure everything will be finished on time.
And Juro is in charge of managing sectors in some way. It's funny how these little details all just slowly tie into each other, but it's still a matter of trying to figure out time frames. Oh, actually, we can't get any further. We need to unlock Hijiyama's story. And we can't do that unless we unlock more characters' stories. Well, I guess we're going to dive into Juro's story now. Keep moving along.
Izumi. Haven't I heard that name before? There was a I tried. In my dream, a woman and I went back in time to prevent the extinction of humanity. To do that, we had to blow up some sort of research facility. And, well, we did it. And if that weren't enough, we shot the researachers dead.
Okay, so we still have to get rid of Shiba, and the best way to do so is to get him to deliver the papers.
Minami-san's... That... Really? That... Come to think of it, I saw Shiba-kun in a dream the other day. A pretty creepy one. Something about an android.
Bad news, Juro.
Let me guess.
Yuri-chan!
Oh yeah, almost forgot.
Shall we go home together?
I never finished reading this.
I have plans.
You too?
Sorry, Mira-chan.
okay.
We can't go to his place every single day.
But first,
What if we're annoying him?
Then let him be annoyed.
Okay, that's a little
I still get to play his
creepy.
games.
If you're looking for him, I just saw him by the vending machines.
Patience,
The
Juro.
break area?
I'll let you
Yeah.
borrow it when I'm done.
Crap. I gotta get going.
There are drink vending machines. What Fuyus?
I should head out too. See you, Miwa-chan.
Didn't
Later.
you want to go to Amiguchi-kun's house?
Whoops. This is no time to be reading comics, huh?
I guess it's about that time.
We've got to get to the break area. If we're too slow, don't forget your bag.
Hold on. Can I?
The papers. Sorry, Shiba-kun. I have to drop off the...
Okay, we've ditched. Alright, we ditched Shiba, which puts us back on this pathway. Now there should be something new. It was either talk to Yakushiji or talk to Fuyusaka. There might be something new that we can do here. Maybe booking it? Yeah, if we go straight to the nurse's office, we might be able to get something new.
Guess Miss Morimura's not here. Shinonome-senpai. Since she's not around, I'll just leave the surveys on her desk. I'm sure she'll see them when she gets back.
Izumi-kun? I'm so glad you're safe.
Yeah, that's
I
her
heard
memory.
terrible things.
That's her memory starting to go
So,
completely
I thought-
bonkers.
Izumi. Haven't I heard that name before? I think Shinonome-senpai called me that. Oh, and I saw it at the nurse's office too. There was a document labeled Juro Izumi. Izumi. Senpai, my name is Kurabe. Juro Kurabe.
That's right.
So you know him too? Juro Izumi?
Juro Izumi is you. But right now, you've been given a different personality.
Given? By who?
The two of us lost our memories after a certain incident.
Yeah, that's related
We
to the
suffered serious
the
mental
decode.
trauma. Especially you. I heard that you had it worst of all.
Because the decode affects
But
Shinonome,
I'm not
it's
so well
affecting
off either.
Juro, it affects Iori,
memories
it
keep
affects
disappearing.
Sekigahara.
I'm not sure
And because
if
it's
I'll even
related to the
remember this
Sentinels.
conversation.
What was this incident?
It happened in the future. But you received medical treatment here.
Juro never actually travels to the
Back
future in
the
his
past.
story.
The future? No way.
It's true. And you're Juro Izumi.
So, let me get this straight. Juro Izumi came from the future. He lost his memories due to some incident. And the damage was so bad he needed a whole new personality. That's how he became... me. Juro Kurabe. It's so hard to believe. But if it's true, that would explain why I kept feeling like something was off. So, let me get... That dream was awful. I was going around killing students. I shot so many. Like Fuyusaka-san. And Yakushiji.
Yeah, that's right. That was
If that was a real
Juro
memory,
Izumi actually going
does
gun
that
ho.
mean I actually did all that? This is crazy. Honestly, it's really hard for me to believe.
I don't blame you.
So... Huh. They're gone. Last time, she had documents on Juro Izumi here. guess she put them away.
Okay. Huh, am I missing something here? Yeah, there's not much we can do. This is clearly like a straight line. So we have to go.
Whoa, you're still here?
Shiba-kun, what's up?
I couldn't find Amiguchi anywhere, so I thought I'd come looking for you. Well, guess that's that. Let's call it a day and go home.
Are you alright?
No, I'm not. And neither are you.
Yeah, we can't do anything here. Guess we have to just give up and go home.
Gucci, you're not getting away from me tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, we get stuck. Oh, okay. And then we would have been locked otherwise. Which opens up the new pathway then for Jiro's story. Because everything else is done.
Yeah.
If 55%, maybe it's 2 stories to get to 75?
So, I tried in my... Minami-san.
Yeah, nothing here.
Hey, Jiro. Let's go home. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I never finished reading this.
So, they're leaving.
Hey, don't you want to go to Amiguchi-kun's place? You didn't bring it up today.
Well, I beat the game, so now we can hang out, you and me.
Okay, something's going on.
Do you think that one video's still available for rent?
Probably. Wanna go check?
We'll go check the video store.
Cool.
Might be a split path here.
Don't forget your bag. Hopefully no one's checked.
Okay. This might be a split path thing where you still go look for Amaguchi or just go to the video store.
We're out of luck, man. Video store's closed.
By the looks of it, I don't think it'll be reopening anytime soon.
Oh.
The windows were completely shattered.
It must have been part of that big gas explosion.
Oh, I saw that on TV. That was our video store? There was a gas leak in the shopping district. The explosion damaged buildings and shattered windows.
Although, as
I heard about
from
it
other
on
stories,
7 AM news.
it's not a gas explosion, it's actually the Sentinel landing.
So what do? Just go home disappointed?
You don't have much of a choice. Oh, Miura-kun. What are you doing here?
I followed you after school.
Miura?
Is something wrong?
Tell me the truth, please. You don't need to play innocent. You are a Sentinel pilot. How did you activate it?
Sentinel? What is that?
Are you telling me you've forgotten? It just happened the other day, right here.
You mean the gas explosion? I heard about it, but...
That wasn't a gas explosion. It was you. You transmitted your Sentinel right over there.
Transmitted?
You talking about movies? I think I saw that one.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it. That did happen in one of the tapes you let me borrow.
Jiro-kun. Who are you talking to?
Wait.
This is one of my classmates. His name is Kyuta Shiba.
Where is he?
Wait,
What? Shiba-kun? He's right next to us.
wait,
Sorry, but it's just you and me here.
wait.
Come on, Miura-kun. Wait. I think this has happened before.
Oh, that might explain why Shu Amaguchi never saw Shiba in the house.
So, did you check out that video I lent you?
Yep. Watched the whole thing. I forgot to bring the tape back, though.
No rush, man. But you gotta tell me what you thought.
Well, in the end, the criminal took over the main guy's body. So I guess he ended up becoming a criminal himself. Not sure how to feel about it. I think it's pretty controversial.
Oh yeah? I thought the ending was awesome.
Hey, why do you keep talking to yourself? Is
Oh,
everything okay?
Tommy picked up on it as well.
I was talking to Shiba-kun.
Shiba? Who the heck is that?
You know, Kyuta Shiba. Our classmate?
There's no one with that name in our class.
Huh?
Hey, Karabi-kun?
I know. The papers, right? I'll get them later. Listen. Kisaragi-san's acting strange. She's saying there's no one named Shiba-kun in our class.
Shiba? Who?
He's standing
Yeah,
right
and Mibok was
there.
part of, like, just a regular person.
Karabi-kun. There's no one named Shiba here.
Hello, Martin. Hello. Welcome back.
Are you okay?
I'm probably going to be wrapping things up in, like, a couple of minutes anyway.
Say something,
Might just
Shiba-kun.
finish this particular story
You're being
part.
so mean.
Is this some kind of prank, or are you
We're just
talking to
learning that
ghosts?
this guy, the main character,
Either way, it's
well,
not
one of the main
funny.
characters, he's been hallucinating someone the whole time.
Me? A ghost? These girls need a better sense of humor. Let's go.
Shiba-kun.
You got another question. Go for it.
What's your deal? Let's get going already.
Hey, we grew up together, right?
Well, yeah. We've been best buds since grade school. What's gotten into you?
Something's just not right. It's odd. When I think about grade school, I don't remember him at all. I can't remember any times in middle school either.
Yeah, no, this Kyuta Shiba is like
Shiba-kun?
actually like
You
a
said
delusion or
you've been with
something.
me all this time, but
Do I have
I
any
can't
interest
seem
in
to remember the
katanas in
details.
Elden Ring? I
I
will
don't have any
pass.
memories of
I
our
have
time
zero
together.
interest in katanas.
why do you think that is?
And that extends even back to Demon Souls and
Should've known
Dark Souls
you'd
and
figure
Dark
it
Souls
out.
2.
What
I've just
do you
never
mean?
had an interest in katanas.
Yes, I overdid it with the mind hacking lately.
I think
Let's not overthink
it's
this,
because
okay?
katanas have traditionally attracted a lot
Here,
of attention as
take this tape with
the
you.
dexterity weapon.
It's your next set of
And
memories.
it's like, oh, dexterity. Oh,
Watch it carefully.
katanas. Oh, swing, swing, swing. Buffed up.
Okay.
What was it? Like, buffed up Dark Moon katanas and all the rest of that
Wait.
stuff.
Calm down.
I remember now. Shiba-kun is... I'm the only one who can see him.
Well, I can't be letting anyone else in on our little secret. I gotta get my shit together. When I'm not careful, I blow my cover.
Who are you?
Artificial Personality, 48Q. Codename QTA-CBA.
Huh?
In other words, Kyuta Shiba. I know, it's a bit of a stretch. But I had to come up with something that suited you. You get along well with this kind of guy, right?
Yuta?
There's no use running. It's too late for that. I've already filled your head with transplanted memories.
Oh,
They're running
goodness.
all around in there, aren't they? But don't worry.
So Sheba's basically
Leave things
responsible.
to me and you'll be just fine.
Oh.
Transplanted memories?
So Sheba's responsible for messing with
Yep.
Juro's head.
Mine.
Calm yourself. There's no one here.
But he's right there in front of me.
You would have been better off not knowing any of this. What a shame.
So those movies were Shiba-kun's memories.
How about halberds and weapons that Grim
Shibas?
Reapers use?
No. My real name is
Hold
Juro
up.
Izumi. You're not gonna remember this anyway. So chill out. Unless you want to look like a crazy person. Alright, my friend. I've got a new video for you. Just forget about the world for a bit. And watch this. You're gonna love it. It'll wipe your mind clean as a whistle.
No. Stop.
Juro-kun!
Oh, well, that's one way to go about the story. All right, back to the question. How about halberds and... So Grim Reapers use scythes? Probably not so much. Halberds were a really solid weapon, and I've had my fill of them from previous Souls-style games. But I think... Yeah, I started off with daggers because I've never really used daggers in any game. And then moving towards thrusting swords, again, something that I've not really used. Like, I've used straight swords, great swords, ultra great swords. Oh, listen, if you haven't made a giant dad build at least once in Dark Souls, you're missing out. Halberds, scythes are fun if you're really good at getting hitboxes down because of the hitboxes. Though I don't know if that's still the case with Elden Ring. Magic and miracles, as they're known, or in this case, sorceries and incantations. Fist weapons, I've talked about fist weapons. Axes, I had a bit of fun with axes, though to be fair, if I decided to play Dark Souls 3, I'd probably keep axes for Dark Souls 3. I did see some footage from Dark Souls 3 of it's like a set of paired great axes, so one in each hand, and then it's got a slightly different moveset. That looks kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind playing axes in that style. I've got a couple of axes on my Elden Ring character, but I don't think the movesets quite lean themselves, or the weapons themselves don't lean towards dexterity base, which is what I started off with. Spears, I've done that already as well. I'm probably, unless I find something, unless I stumble across something quite interesting in terms of weapon style, I think I might continue for a little bit. You might not have seen, I switched away from dual thrusting swords towards a single thrusting sword, and then having the talisman, or the talisman for casting incantations in the other hand. So it almost looks like a fencer style character, and then combined with the armor and the hood, it kind of looks like some sort of fancy fencing character. Just want to see if... Yeah, there's a couple more parts for Juro's story here. Probably by the time you finish this, you hit 75, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I want to have a look back here, just see what we've picked up. But yeah, unless something really, really interesting comes up, like a remembrance weapon or something else. I don't know, but I'm quite happy with what I've got, and it's holding up well so far. Like, daggers stopped holding up because the range was a little bit short, but the thrusting sword seems to do quite alright in that regard. Plus it's got the riposte, which actually has a... When you go spin backwards for the riposte, and then you thrust forward again for the special attack. You get a lot of poise damage. It's got a surprising amount of poise damage on it, which is really useful. Okay. Yeah, I'm just having a quick look through the data files here. Just seeing if there's anything interesting here. But otherwise, I'm probably going to wrap things up here. Just because it's a little bit later. So in Japanese, 4-8Q can be a play of words on Shiba's name. 4 can be read as Shi, 8 can be read as Hachi, and Q sound familiar. Ha sounds can also be turned into Ba due to the usage of diacritic marks called dakuten. With this, Shi plus Ba plus Q makes it 4-8Q. QTA plus CB, or QTA underscore CBA also plays on its name. QTA can be read as Qta. C plus BA is CBA. Combining them creates a reading close to his full name. This is the little things that I love about the translation of this game. So this Japanese text here, the explanation for the Japanese language, really, it doesn't exist in the Japanese version. But when you're translating it to English, understanding how they play with the names and the alliterisms, or how's the word go? You know, how sounds are converted and translated towards English. Okay, gates, 5 possible sectors. So Juro Izumi of 2 loops ago actually discovered how to create the Sentinels. High quads, and then there's a bunch of keywords which I'll unlock over time. Plus we get a bunch of keywords for the sectors. So each facility simulates 40 years. Toxic levels of radiation, kaiju, and kaiju. Wow. Alrighty. I am pretty happy with that. 2/3 of the way through. I'll probably keep going with Juro's story next week because I can't go any further on the battles until I unlock Juro Kurabe as an event, which might be like maybe the 100% for Juro Kurabe. So I think I'm going to have to keep working on that. Once I get that done, then I can poke around, try to get some of the other characters up to 80% because I need at least 8 characters at 80% to try and get Takatoshi Hijiyama's story. Once I get that unlocked and then leveled up a bit more, that then opens up Keitaro Miura's 100% completion. Other than that, the only other characters who are a little bit behind are Nenji and Ryoko Shinonome. Nenji should be fine to go through now that Tomi's story is done. Theoretically, it could work. And then Renya is going to be the last character that you work on because he requires everyone else to be pretty much done. So they're either done 100% or they're just before their last story segment, which is 85% mark. So a bit more to go, but I'm hoping to start getting close to be able to unlock the next destruction section, which, given the percentages, is probably going to be the last sort of main section, maybe before like a final battle or something like that. Either final battles at the end of this, or it's just afterwards, given the percentage numbers. Still, I will wrap things up there. So, if you've been watching along, or you've been watching after the fact, as always, I'd like to thank you very much for your time, and I do hope you have a wonderful day.